So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Cornerstone Boxing Academy. And with me now, I've got Mark Boylan and my boy Nath. It's been a while, lads.
How you doing, mate? All right?
Cheers.
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Good. Yeah, good, thanks.
You look
good to have me back, Joe.
Cozy. Nath?
I am,
Yeah. Of course I'm cozy, mate. Listen, I've got the old fucking Captain Morgan's brother, you know?
By the way, we're not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Mark's starting to sweat up.
I've got a jumper on.
But yeah, here we go. Dmitry Bivol versus Gilberto Ramirez. So before we get into it,
can you just say that one more time? Just say that one more time. Come on.
No. Sorry. You know I always slip on stuff like that, though, if you sod. But Bivol, 20 fights, 20 wins, 11 knockouts. Obviously, previously beating Canelo, but that was obviously a step up in weight for Canelo. Ramirez, 44 fights, 44 wins, 30 knockouts. And it's for the WBA Super World Light Heavyweight title on the 5th of November. The Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. Because, you know, it's the only people that can pay them.
I don't know. Mark's got a big fat wallet at the moment, mate.
You are?
You got a big fat wallet, mate. I'm sure you could get it over it.
I reckon I could share it.
Could have them box in your grotto, Mark.
Just lost a bit of signal there. Sorry.
Oh,
he said you could have them boxing in Santos Grotto.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. To be fair, it's getting around that time of year. Beer's not just for Christmas; it's for life.
Oh, God, here we go. It's not a bloody advert. Yeah, what do you reckon then? Mark, we'll start with you. You're the gift that keeps on giving from the last prediction show. He turned around, Nath, and he said, I'm going to go between rounds 6 and 8, possibly 7.
Yeah, I say 7. I say 7.
What, for this one?
Hmm?
Oh, well. What?
Yeah.
You're going Ramirez, aren't you, Nath?
Yeah. Go on, say that again. How'd you say it?
Ramirez.
His full name.
I got Ramirez. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'll go round 7. Round 7.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you look at it, fight wise, Ramirez had more fights. Bivol, less fights, but yeah. Ramirez has got in a lot of range, hasn't he? At the end of the day.
Can I just say, Mark, I love your the way you break down a fight, Mark, is just something special.
Well, you got to look at it diplomatically, haven't you? Really, at the end of the day. Obviously, Ramirez has got more KOs, but he's had more fights, so he's going to have more KOs. I think with Bivol and Ramirez, I think obviously I'd go Bivol, but I don't know how he's going to go against the southpaw, which is going to be a strong southpaw, you know, and that's going to be one of those things, isn't it? At the end of the day, everyone's, you know, we've seen great fighters that have struggled against southpaws because they're not used to them at the end of the day, and that's, you know, obviously he's fought Canelo, he's beat Canelo, but Ramirez, you know, he's got that little bit there as well. So
naturally strong as well.
Yeah. I mean, both fighters. I wouldn't underestimate the power in both fighters. You know, they've got the punching power. You know, they're both undefeated.
Because you're sitting on the fence, Mark. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go Bivol.
Are you going between points, are you?
No, 5 and 7. So we'll go 6. Yeah.
No, what are you going?
6.
I'm going round 7.
I've got to bring some sort of order to this. Why Ramirez in 7, Nath? What the advantage for Bivol?
I think it's going to be difficult going against Southport. Do you know what I mean? So, and listen, 9 times out of 10, when you're training as an orthodox, you're sparring against other orthodox, and it's very, you get very comfortable. You then go in against Southport, everything throws out of kilt. You then become into your training camp. You think, right, okay, listen, I need to start sparring against Southport, and then before you know it, you're just going to get slipped back into orthodox, and you're going to get caught. And I do think he's going to get caught with a good strike, good right, and then a left hook, and down you go. Round 7.
Well, there you go, Mark. You're wrong.
Yeah, I'm.
But who am I?
I think to be honest, if you know, Canelo was one of those ones that was unbeatable. Great fights against Golovkin.
He jumped up like big weight to go against Bivol, to be fair, and you know, there's only so far you can go, isn't there?
Yeah, but he was always heavy anyway, wasn't he? To be honest, he wasn't the slightest of fighters. He's naturally he's fighting weight, if you can call it that. He was always a big guy, wasn't he?
My video conference.
I don't think going up in
Mark, you've covered up your microphone.
Oh, sorry. I don't think going up the weight with Canelo would have sort of made much difference, to be honest. You know, I think Canelo was always a heavy fighter. He's always been a heavy fighter. And you look at him against, when you look at Canelo against some of his opponents, he was always a big guy. He was always bigger than them, you know, when it came into the ring. And I think, you know, he did well against him. And, you know, massive respect to Canelo. He's one of those, you know, absolute legends. And obviously Ramirez is from that background as well. So, you know, I think I'm still going to go around between round 5 and 7. So we'll go 6, for a stoppage with Bivol. I think that's where we're going.
Well, before I came on, I was going Bivol in the later rounds, to be honest, because I think it'd go later if anyone is going to stop someone, to be honest. I think they're both obviously 2 durable guys, both tough guys. But, you know, I
50-50
never
at the end of the day, isn't it? It's a flip of the coin. Any boxing match is a flip of the coin.
You know, Ramirez has got the experience. Mentally,
it's all in there, mate. It's all in there to start with.
Yeah. I think like Nath has always said to me, you can tell a lot from, you know, the face-off, the weigh-in, that sort of thing, where people are at, how they look at each other. You can generally see what's going on in the headspace as well. So it could be interesting.
I think if you look at the other thing, if you look at the fighters they've fought, I think Bivol's fought a better standard of fighter throughout his career. No disrespect to Ramirez. Well, obviously it is, because I'm just saying he's fought shit fighters. But, you know, it's you know, I think for some fighters can go through their career and actually fight nobody that's actually any good and still come out with a great record. But I think Bivol's fought a bit more a higher standard. So, you know, he's fought less fights, but, you know, Nathan will probably disagree with me now.
No, mate, listen, at the end of the day, Mark, it's no matter. We can go in and go, right, he's going to win on round 7, he's going to win on round 6. They've both been training hard for it. It's, when I say it's a 50-50, it's whoever's headstrong from that way in all the way through to the dressing rooms, walking down through the platform into that ring. The first person that gets a good jab in, 9 times out of 10, in my eyes, is the person that's going to lead the fight to start with. Then from their point on, anything can go. Anything can go, whether it be in round 4, round 7. It's one of them things where I'm saying round 7 because 7's my lucky number. Do you know what I mean? But you never, mate. It's one of them things where if it went for the 12 rounds, it is what it is. But nothing's a guarantee, is it? Nothing's a guarantee. As long as you've got it fixed in your mind from the start, you sit behind a good jab, you get in there, and you try and lead that fight, the chances are you've got a stronger, what's the word I'm looking for? A stronger gear to win. But it's literally anything can go at any point. Look at, take Mike Tyson, Frank Bruno. Do you know what I mean? Who was expecting Bruno to crack that shot? Do you know what I mean? Same with Lennox Lewis. Do you know what I mean? Everyone has their day. Anthony Joshua had his day. Do you know what I mean? Against Ruiz or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, who was expecting that? Boom, one lucky hit. It's one of them things. It's a very difficult sport to call a time on. It's a very difficult sport to predict a win. It's that's why the bookies of all four 5-1, 3-2. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because no one knows.
Yeah. And just going back to Lennox Lewis then, Rahman in South Africa.
Yeah, Rahman, yeah.
40-1. Lennox Lewis thought it was an easy fight. Didn't train for it.
No, straight down.
Straight down.
Boom.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think it's how Bivol is going to cope with Ramirez being a southpaw, which is going to be, I think that's a deciding thing, and how he's trained for that, and how he's going to, he's going to take it in the fight, and that is going to be one of the big deciding factors in how it goes.
Yeah, well, we shall soon find out, as we say. 5th of November in Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a cracker between Bivol and Ramirez. As I say, Nathan's going 7th round.
I'm going to try and get out there, mate.
Knowing you probably will, mate.
Hey, I've got a spare ticket. Hey, got a ticket for the O2 if you want tomorrow, mate.
Oh, mate, I've got to work, which is an absolute nightmare. But yeah, Boylan's going 6-8, but round 7, and I'm going to go. I reckon. You know what? I'm going to take a punt. Late knockout, late stoppage for Ramirez.
Really? Stoppage or knockout? Hold on, there's a difference. Stoppage or knockout?
Stoppage in round 11, Ramirez, because I think the durability's there. He's got the experience. I think, as you say, the southpaw side of things as well. Always a bastard to go against. I think, going to be a good fight regardless. I think so. Let us know in the comments how you're going to see this one. Subscribe to the channel, but let us know in the comments how you see the fight. Are you with Nathan or are you Team Santa? Let us know in the comments. And Mark, thanks very much for joining us. Nath,
cheers, buddy.
Good to see you, mate. And I'll have a catch up with you soon. And have some of this.
Good seeing you, Mark. Speak to you soon, buddy.